episode planned for you. We have a steak dinner, but I'm going to be accompanied by a good friend of mine.
Ground Chuck.
That's right. Mr. Ground Chuck here, he's been cooking and baking for a very long time. He's 18 years old, he has a PhD in man-loving, and...
With our steak dinner tonight, we're going to be having loaded baked potatoes and mixed vegetables.
Oh yeah! It's going to be exquisite. I can already taste it in my mouth.
That's not in your mouth yet. Okay, let's get these steaks going. I'm going to show you how to rub your meat. The meat we've chosen today are these fabulous cuts of sirloin. Okay, some of our seasonings we're going to use are garlic salt, Worcestershire sauce. We got steak seasoning, chives, salt, and pepper. Things that everybody has in their house, except for the chives. Gently lay them out. And we're just going to aerate. Just for effect, we're going to lightly drizzle a little bit of olive oil right across the meat. That's okay, we'll even that out. Next, we're going to add some of our spices. We're going to start with salt. And a little bit of pepper. Wonderful steak seasoning, which actually just pops open there. Comes out a lot faster than you would expect. Garlic salt, because nobody doesn't like garlic salt.
We're going to do a light coating of garlic salt because we've already added salt.
Lightly dusted, sort of snowfall in Washington D.C. there.
Oh God, yeah.
You're just.
Oh yeah.
Is this too sexual for you?
Not at all.
Okay. And of course our Worcestershire sauce. We're just going to sprinkle a little bit on there. We're just going to do just a couple of drops, and we'll rub that right in a little bit later.
Oh yeah.
And
oh yeah.
There we go.
That is nice.
Now this is the part that everybody really loves. What you got to do is you got to tenderly caress and push that beautiful spices into this wonderful piece of meat. Now we're going to make sure that we spread it around. We're not just going to push it in. We got to make sure. Otherwise, it's going to all those little fork holes. That sounds a lot worse when you say it out loud. Just going to mush that around. Perhaps mush is not the best term for a meal, a fabulous meal like this that we're going to be enjoying. We're going to flip these around now. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side, but without the forking.
Now that these steaks are seasoned by my lovely associate, Ground Chuck, I'm going to cut these in half, pop them in the fridge and let them sit in their own, succulent juices for possibly about 20-25 minutes. Slice them nice in half so we have 6 even pieces because we're making a meal for 6 today. Oh yeah, that's absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. These were seasoned to perfection. To perfection. This is a real man's steak. You see that? You see that piece of meat? That is absolutely gorgeous. That is excellent. We have 6 beautiful steaks.
It's time to make our potatoes. What you're going to do, you're going to set your oven to 350 degrees. You're going to take your potatoes and you're going to wrap them in foil.
As I was saying, so you're going to take your potato and you're going to wrap it in foil and then you're going to stick it in the oven.
So, we have our foil expertly cut. We'll save that for one of the small ones because it was just too... We can use a lot of foil because, what has the earth ever done for me?
Alright, the next steps are vegetables. We're going to do 2 different types of vegetables. We're going to do candied carrots, and we're going to do green beans mixed with zucchini. And we're going to fry those up in a nice succulent pan. It's going to be ever so sexual. And I'm just telling you, I can feel it right now. I can just feel it. I can feel it. And, it's not right unless you're drinking a beer when you're cooking. Let's wash these vegetables. Alright, let's cut up the zucchini. I am not a proper chef, so I'll do things my way. And just gonna do that with every single one of these pieces to make it nice and quick and painless, or painful, depending if you suck at kniving. You know, cutting these things up kind of makes me excited because it goes kind of fast, and you know, they give off a phallic-like, you know, shape, and we all like phallic-like things. And it's just zucchini, you know, it gets cut up real nice. Sometimes there's homeless people in my house that like to sing. Dirty phallic zucchini. Phallic. The next step is cutting up your carrots for the candied carrots. I enjoy candied carrots because they're covered in sugar. And I'm a diabetic. Start by cutting these carrots. Cutting up a carrot is kind of like, you know, therapeutic, because you're taking something that was once a growing living thing and you're killing it.
Now that Lobster Bob has cut up these carrots, we're going to prepare them by boiling them alive in hot water. We're going to fill this up about 3/4 of the way with water.
This process is called
Filling the pot!
We're going to salt the water because, as every good chef knows, this changes how the flame interacts with the water, thereby completely changing
the molecular structure of
the molecular structure of the
carbon atoms.
The carbon string theory, which is then going to infuse itself into these sexual vegetables. We're going to put the flame on really high so this way it gets really hot really fast.
Science.
Once the water begins to boil, lower your flame so that the pot maintains a low simmer. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take your vegetables, your carrots, you're going to just toss them right in there. Throw caution to the wind. That's what the backsplash is for.
As you can see, we just popped the carrots into the boiling water, which is not boiling. As you can see, it is a light simmer, light boil simmer, and it's nice, and we're going for about 20 minutes, just so they get nice and soft on the outside and crunchy on the inside. Kind of like how I like my waffles. Ground chuck, what should I do when preparing your onion for the grill?
What I want you to do is I want you to take half an onion, and then I want you to cut it like once, maybe twice. I want these thick slices of onion, these steakhouse. We're not talking about like these fast food restaurants where you get these little itty bitty. No, we're talking about thick. We're talking about where you gotta unhinge your jaw type of large. What we're gonna do then, okay? All right, what we're gonna do then? We're gonna take those big mothers. We're gonna slap a little bit of oil on them. We're gonna sprinkle a little bit of salt, little bit of pepper. We're gonna slap them right there on the fire. It's gonna be sizzling. It's gonna be. I need to sit down.
Now I'm gonna cut the onion. We're gonna use half of an onion for Ground Chuck's sexual adventure, which means we're gonna cut it down the middle, and then we're gonna do it again. We're gonna make big, thick, sexy pieces. Let's get ready to saute these, so we're gonna do these nice and quick. These are gonna 1, 2, 3. That's done. That's done. And go 1, 2, 3, 4, and then just 1, 2, 3. That's done. You like that? You like that onion? So good! So good! I'm gonna use a little bit of vegetable oil. I'm gonna saute some of these onions for the steak that we're about to make. Get this oil nice and hot. When the oil's hot, throw in your onion. Oh yeah! Oil is nice and hot because it's starting to bubble. So just drop in your onions. Oh yeah, that's nice. Now we don't want to burn them, so the heat's on high right now, which I'm gonna lower that down to halfway. And I'm gonna let those onions go. You want to get them nice and coated all the way around. All the way around. So give it a nice toss. Oh yeah, look at that. Nice little toss, just like that. That is so beautiful. So as they start to cook, and they're gonna start to brown around all the outside. And then you're gonna eat them, and then you're gonna poop them out. The next step is to fry up your fresh garlic, which we're gonna put in our green beans and our vegetables because it's just, you know, give it a nice little pound so it comes apart, and that didn't work. I'm gonna use about 8 cloves of garlic, nice sized garlic here, because you can't go wrong with garlic. It's actually really good for your blood. So here's how I'm gonna clean the garlic. I'm gonna chop one side off, chop the other side off, put a slit down the center. Once I put a slit down the center, it makes it nice and easy to peel. See, comes right off. And then I'm gonna do it to every single one of these pieces. But instead of chopping it up, I'm actually gonna crush it. So we're gonna put your knife on the side, smash it, and now you got all these little pieces of it. It's beautiful, fucking gorgeous. Well, these are just about done. These are nice and brown, translucent, and they're looking really good. They were sauteed with a little bit of oil and some natty boh. And if you don't know what that is, you should probably just go quit life and kill yourself. So we're just gonna go with that. These are beautiful. I'm gonna top these on top of the beautiful sirloins we're about to cook on that succulent grill. All right, our carrots just finished. We're gonna strain them, and then we're gonna get ready to make our candied carrots. We're gonna strain these carrots. See this? Oh, look at that. Oh, God. Oh. Once your carrots are finished, which we just strained, keep the heat on. All right? This is the part where we make the candied carrots, and it's oh so good. So we're gonna take our strained carrots, we're gonna put them back on the heat. Oh yeah, look at that. That's just like a bowl of love. We're gonna take brown sugar. Brown sugar is good. It's the nectar of the gods. And then we're just gonna take this brown sugar. It's extremely hard. And we're just gonna all over the brown. Oh yeah, just smash it in there. Just oh yeah, yeah. Just cover that up in brown sugar. This is butter. This right here, it's used in lots of things. You could saute things with it. You can bake with it, or you can use it as a lubricant during sexual intercourse. Now we're gonna add that butter. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Just let that melt. It's so sexual. You wanna match the sugar with the salty. So you're gonna add some salt. I'm gonna do what the good Lord told me to do, and I'm gonna add some more sugar. Because butter and sugar, butter and brown sugar, it just goes together like peas and carrots. But there's no peas in here, so it doesn't make any fucking sense. See how everything melted? That's what happens when you apply heat. Oh, it's delightful. So what you're gonna do is you're just gonna reduce that down. Reduce all that down until it becomes all thick and syrup-like, and then the gods will come down, and then they'll start massaging your shoulders. Then Mom will tell you you're not good and tell you to move out of the house, and you gotta find an apartment by yourself. What I did here is I got a frying pan. I'll put in some oil, and now we're gonna fry up our vegetables. The vegetables are the fun part because they make weird hissing sound like. So the oil's hot, so here they go. Little pepper. We're gonna do the green beans next. We have a full stove here. Green beans are done, zucchini is done. The final step of the process is the part that touches my heart. It's the best thing that's ever happened to this country. It's called steak. Let me tell you a little bit about steak. 1954, cow came over from Africa. Did that cow have Ebola? Probably. Who cares? I don't care. But the Pilgrims, they were hungry. They ran out of corn. They took their spears. They took the spears from the Indians because the Indians, they left them hanging around. Oh shit. Then they threw the spears. They pierced the cow in its balls. They got it inside the cow. The cow died from bleeding out. Then they decided, oh, it's pink. It looks good. They put it on their fire. They ate it. They all died.
Alright, Lobster Bob?
Yes.
It's dark, it's cold, and it's raining.
What does that mean?
Time to fire up the grill.
Ha! Steak!
What we're gonna do now is we're gonna take our thickly sliced onion. We're gonna pour a little bit of oil. A pinch of salt. And just a dash of pepper.
A goose. This is the last part. It's most crucial. Because we have to grill in the rain. But it's okay because we're men. And we were born inside of babies. Let's preheat this grill.
I don't think that's how that works.
Give this about 10 minutes. And then you're going to throw the steaks on. And then we're all going to get bacon. We have ground Chuck's onions, which he marinated himself so sexually, and I have the steaks here. So we're gonna put everything on the grill now because we're tenacious.
D.
Oh yeah, sexual sear. I call it that one. Since it's raining outside, I'm gonna tell you what we're gonna do. We're gonna close the lid here on high and give them a nice sear. 3 minutes on each side. Then we're gonna lower the heat and let them cook for a little bit in the middle. We want these steaks to be medium well to medium rare. And believe me, they're gonna be gorgeous. Let's take a look at these steaks. Oh, they're looking mighty good. Let's give these a baby.
Oh.
Okay, well, I don't care if they're done. I'm taking them off. Lobster Bob and ground chuck approved. Let's take these beautiful onions. Oh God, yes. This is the meal. Everyone is being fidgety. It's midnight, or no, it's 12:20 in the morning. Can everyone just say thank you?
Thank you!
Thank you!
Thank you. My associate, ground chuck over there. Absolutely. This is the best night of my life. It's a Friday night, and we're eating steak at midnight. I am Lobster Bob.
I am ground chuck.
And this was the steak
Dinner.